Hey, what's up, everybody? This is the Drop Daily for Thursday, May 14th, 2020. Hope everybody's doing okay out there. We have 5 things we want to tell you about today. Number one, the Disco Biscuits, John Barber, was a guest on the Helping Friendly podcast. We had a really good time putting this together. He, of course, has his own podcast, Touchdowns All Day with John Barber. But we wanted to have him on for a long time, so it was fun to get to talk to him. We talked about the early influence of Fish on the Disco Biscuits, some of his own experiences seeing Fish, including Arrowhead Ranch early on, and some other early shows. We talked about, how his playing evolved, compositions, and a bunch of other stuff. And then what we had a lot of fun doing was what he does on his podcast, which is going through jams and talking during the jam. So we did 2 Fish jams and 1 Disco Biscuits jam. So if you like the Biscuits and you want to hear John talk about the Biscuits as well as Fish, check out the latest episode of the Helping Friendly podcast. All right, number 2, our friend Quarantrain's Jesse Lauder was on Inside Out with Turner and Seth. So Rob and Seth talked with Jesse, who of course had started and keeps the Quarantrain rolling. And he, if people don't know, he's a music producer. He's worked in music for a long time. He's worked with Tedeschi Trucks. He's produced a bunch of albums. He's done some editing work for Osiris, but his resume is impressive. And he talks with Rob and Seth about how he got started and his work with all these different bands, as well as the Quarantrain, where that idea came from, what keeps it going, and it's a good interview. And thanks, Jesse, for everything that you do. All right, I want to talk about a couple streams. Number 3, 9 a.m. Eastern, Radiohead at Summersonic 2016. If you need some early morning music, then check out this Radiohead set from Summersonic 2016. Summersonic, which I'm not familiar with, it's a Japanese festival. It's a 2-day event that's held at the same time in Osaka and Tokyo. Has a lot of Japanese bands, of course, but a ton of international acts as well. So I'm looking forward to streaming this, and who doesn't want to watch some Radiohead at 9 a.m.? So check that out. All right, number 4, at 8 p.m. Eastern, Prince and the Revolution, not live from 1985. So this show comes from the Carrier Dome in Syracuse, New York, on March 30th, 1985. This is from the Purple Rain tour, the peak of the Purple Rain tour. And this was the first live concert footage that Prince officially released as both a television broadcast and a home video. So you all might have seen this already, but I haven't. And I'm looking forward to checking this out. It'll be available only for 3 days through Sunday at midnight. So check that out. It's free, of course. And any viewer donations to the COVID-19 Solidarity Response Fund for the World Health Organization will include a matching component from Google. They say that google.org will match $2 for every $1 up to $5 million. So if you're going to do a big donation of $4.5 million, Google's going to match it. So now's the time. But also it'll be cool to see Prince from 1985. All right, number 5, finally, we'll wrap up with another live stream, 10 p.m. Scott and Seth Avett are going to be live streaming. This is on the Atlanta Braves Facebook page. Scott and Seth are going to be playing a 45-minute set, which is free for everyone to watch, of course, and they encourage donations for relief funds, so you can check that out in the show notes. And if you're wondering what's going on with the Avett brothers, we found out through Bob Crawford that they are working on new material. That was detailed in a conversation I had with Bob Crawford and Chris Pandolfi of the infamous String Dusters as part of Podapalooza, where we talked about the state of the music industry, Bob and Chris's sort of creative pursuits during this time, and that's when Bob talked about what the Avett brothers are up to. So I'm going to put a link to that in the show notes in case you do want to check that out. But I think they are making some more music. So I'll leave it there for today. I hope everyone's doing well, and I hope you're enjoying this. And give us some reviews, give us some feedback, and we'll see you all tomorrow. Take it easy.